Hello, hi. You guys are still animals, still out here. I want to say hi to everybody on the feed as well. Joining me right now from Isla Vista, California, not Isla Vista, as I once said. My guy, the one, the only California kid, Urijah Faber.
Hey.
Oh,
Thanks, Dave.
Have you heard this song?
First time. It's a good song.
Have a seat. You got a water. You got a towel right there. I know you don't like to. Is that a remix?
I'll be okay.
Wow. I know you. You don't really sweat that much that often. You're not really into.
I do. It takes a little bit of energy though to make me sweat.
Are you still? You're retired. So why aren't you on some ocean beach somewhere eating cornflakes?
It's funny you asked that. I will be on a beach in about 4 days in Hawaii.
Oh wow!
But then I'll be right back here in beautiful Sac.
Yeah.
It's my spot. Love it. Love it here.
And you're no stranger to the North Coast either. I know you got a little spot out there in a place we frequent.
Yeah, Point Arena.
Not together, but
we should.
We
go
should.
sometime.
I keep throwing hints at you. I'm like, oh yeah. So is there any? How's it going up there?
Get your kids and my lack of kids together.
Now you're retired, but you're not really retired. You've got your gym. Now let's start with that. So you have Urijahs Ultimate Fitness right by. You're gonna have the address, but it's near Sac State, and it's right by the AA sign. Is how I always big bright one.
That's the building. It's Urijah Faber's Ultimate Fitness. It's 6700 Folsom Boulevard, 23,000 square feet. It's a beautiful spot.
And you guys gutted. I mean, you guys started pretty much from scratch on that thing, broke it all down, and built it all back up.
Yeah, my pop. He's the stud when it comes to fixing things up, and ripped the whole thing apart. We got all custom wood and big TVs and a cafe and a bunch of cool spots in there.
Did your house too, didn't he? It's nice.
My house, couple of
them actually.
Yeah, and my place on Point Arena.
Yep.
Did a little bit of that.
So you've got something I want to get to first coming up, and we talked a little bit about this on my show. This is a grappling tournament with one of your and my really, but more importantly, one of the legends of the sport coming up in Vegas.
Yeah, that's Sakuraba. When I first started fighting, he was the man doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and we're actually doing a 5-on-5 tournament where we're cumulatively having to weigh under 943 pounds, which means you can have some big guys, some small guys, have it all mixed up, and we're excited for that, man. It's going to be cool. He's kind of a legend in a bunch of different realms, but both he and I have the record for submissions, 19 apiece.
Yep.
And he's about 185, 190 pounds, so he's got a little weight on me, and we're going to go to submission only for 8 minutes. And then if I win, I stay in to face a couple other guys. It's like
crazy.
The winner stays in. It's going to be nuts.
And you could be facing guys that are much bigger than you, if I understand right.
Yeah, 250, 270 pounds.
Now, what are you going to try to weigh in at? Do you have a goal?
There is a rule. So if you're more than 44 pounds difference than the guy you're fighting, then it's only a 4-minute match, submission only. And if no one gets a submission, you're both eliminated. So I may try to cut a little bit of weight just in case I go against one of those monsters to make sure that 44 pounds is there, so it's only 4 minutes and not 8 minutes, because I could eliminate their guy. If he can't submit me and I can't submit him, we're both eliminated and 2 new guys come in. So I'll probably cut a little bit of weight, nothing like old school. If I want to get back to 35s, I'd have to cut about 30 pounds, so that's not going to happen.
What do you? Can I ask you what you're weighing around right now?
I'm probably about 160. I worked out this morning. That's why I got a busted lip.
And he's got a bloody inside of his lip.
I came straight from
walking wounded.
Intense jiu-jitsu practice. Some studs, and I got bumped in the lip. But so I'm probably about 163, which is big for me.
Okay.
Probably not for most guys.
What were you when you were fighting? No, I mean we know you were at 135, 140. What would you walk around at?
Probably like 55, 57 or 8. To the later part of my career.
And I say this as a fat guy sitting next to you who'd kill for your body fat percentage, but this is about as big as you've ever been.
Yeah, Look thick.
At you.
I want to snicker.
I want to run through a couple of things before we get off stage. Number one, Jon Jones is back. Yeah. Jon Jones is back. Talent, immense talent. I'm a huge fan of the guy. He's always going to have this taint on him because of what happens. When you see a guy like that coming back, what do you think as a guy who's a fighter?
Well, I don't like all the negative stuff that's happened with him. It's kind of sad, really. He's
Yeah.
shot himself in the foot quite a bit. But at the end of the day, you want to see the best guys fight. So hopefully he can clean himself up, stay off of whatever he's been on, and stay
Right.
out of trouble and everything else, and prove whether he is or not the best guy on the planet, because he has been in the past. But like you said, there's an asterisk because, he's got caught doing things that are legal. So, but I'm excited to see him back. I actually like Jon Jones. DC, I'm so happy that DC got to win that heavyweight championship, because that's kind of like taking the asterisk away from his name, and now we get to see that build up again.
Secondly, Conor McGregor. You've met him a couple times.
Yeah.
You're a little familiar with him.
Yeah, Conor.
That
What a
was
guy.
the weirdest thing I may have ever seen in mixed martial arts, having an empty Radio City Music Hall, and you have Dana White and Khabib and Conor on either side with no fans. I don't know if you caught any of that.
What?
The press conference they had, you didn't see a couple days ago.
No.
So they had their initial presser and then their face-off, and Dana emptied Radio City Music Hall. There were no fans. It was media, Dana, Conor, Khabib. That's it. So
Really?
when Conor would talk and do his stuff, there was no like, yeah, Conor, there was no chanting, no nothing. But he somehow was able to pull it off, going in on Khabib about his dad, his family, the Russians, the mafia, the this, the that. You were up close and personal for a lot of that.
Yeah.
He seems to be, he's a great fighter, but those mind games, I would imagine you just have to block those out if you're trying to fight him.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fight between human beings. When you're Khabib, he hasn't lost.
Right.
So it's hard to get in the head of a guy that hasn't tasted defeat. Obviously, super strong mindset. So when that's the case, I don't think the mind games are going to be the issue. I think the punching power will be an issue, because obviously Conor hits really hard, and the wrestling and grappling of Khabib is going to be an issue. So if Conor can keep it standing, then I think he's going to have a big day.
Can a fight fan like me or somebody out there looking at this fight coming up and see, and no disrespect to Ally Kanta, but see that fight and how that went the distance with Khabib and go, oh, Conor's going to crush him? Is it that simple, or is that when we get into MMA math?
No, the MMA math doesn't add up. And honestly, Ally Quinta, I've trained with him quite a bit. He's been out here in Sacramento at my facility. He's a tough dude.
Sure.
He doesn't get a fair shake because he keeps talking crap to Dana White, and so they keep snuffing him. But the truth is, he's very tough. So we don't know. We don't know what we're going to get. That's why everybody's got to tune in. And Conor's got that nasty power that he delivers, and Khabib's got that pace and the grappling that he delivers. So it could go either way.
Lastly, and I don't want to end on a bad note. I don't think this is a bad note. I think it can be a good note. I want to talk to you about Cody No Love and his fight with TJ Dillashaw. The consensus from the sports donkeys like me that don't know that much was that it seems that Cody fought with a different emotion with TJ than he fought anyone else, and maybe went outside himself a little much when he got in there mentally. Do you think that's accurate, or why do you think he got beaten twice?
Yeah, it was not smart to fight on emotions. I mean, you have a game plan, and he again tasted a little bit of blood, not much,
Right.
and got into a schoolyard brawl when he has the skill to be picking a guy apart. So that was unfortunate, but he's got to learn his lessons. He's got to pick his motivation and pick his direction back, and we're there for him to help get him there. So I'm excited for him. He just has to decide, when and at what pace he's going to strike back for the title.
Lastly, what's great about you and great about being in the city is that you can see guys like you, guys like Cody fight, and you also have an opportunity to either train with guys like you or train with people that coach you, that work with you all the time. And that's why you put so much time and energy into your gym. So how can people, maybe they're intimidated or like me, scared of going up and dealing with guys like you, talk a little bit about the road to your gym and how welcoming you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I'm super proud about helping put Sacramento on the map. I've been a guy, dropped off at the river when my dad went and do construction, and you know, went to school in Lincoln and went to school in Carmichael. I lived right downtown on U Street, lived by Arden Fair Mall. I lived, you know, in Carmichael. I lived in Lincoln, and I went to school at Davis. So this is my community, and I want to make a gym that is representative of what I'm proud of, and put the place on the map again. So the gym's incredible. We have classes, all sorts of types of classes, from introduction to boxing classes to CrossFit and yoga and kids class, and the facility is beautiful, and it's right across from Sac State. So you know, it's nice to be able to give back a little bit and have something that's cool and unique, and be kind of a cornerstone of Sacramento sports, which you know, we've got the Kings, we've got the River Cats, we've got the Republic,
yep.
And we've got, you know, Team Alpha Male. So pumped to be a part of that and have an awesome facility to match.
Not a big planner, though, right? I mean, we'll probably see.
I've been planning some stuff. Now I have some time to not get hit in the head.
And you got a shout out there to Mission Avenue Elementary, I believe.
Mission Avenue Elementary, that's right. Miss Nemitz, I see her in
Miss Nemitz, Karen Nemitz, that's right.
I see Miss Nemitz in East Sac sometimes.
You're kidding me.
No, she looks the same.
Really? When was the last time? How long has it been? This is just us now. Sorry. How long has it been?
It's probably been about maybe 4 months.
Wow. Okay, good.
I met her at Oboe.
Oh, okay.
Right there on 39th.
It looks exactly the same.
Looks good,
That brownish reddish. That was our principal in elementary school, so we're just catching up real quick. All right, so check out Urijah at his gym. Check him out next month. I don't remember the exact date, but you'll be in Vegas
October 5th.
October 5th.
It'll be on Fight Pass.
Okay.
It'll be live at the Orleans Hotel.
And maybe in a movie someday again?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of movie projects. I'm producing movies now. I've got about 5 movies on the slate.
Don't want to cut you up anymore, man. You had that.
We got to get you in there, man.
Yeah, I can.
You could play the
cushy poker player. Number 3.
Yeah, with a great voice for radio.
Guy who needs diet. Yeah, exactly. All right, that's Urijah Faber,
right,
everybody. Thank you so much.
All right.
Everybody take care. Thank you, Urijah.